It is urgent to pass the Social Security 2100. That's the message from Representative John Larson just moments ago from the House floor. Let's get into it and discuss what John Larson just covered. But if you haven't done so yet, or if you happen to be new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video, as information is changing very, very rapidly, and I'm here for you each and every day to bring you all of those latest updates so you can stay tuned with everything going on. So again, thank you so much for joining me. We have a lot of important information to cover in this video, so let's get into it right away. And if you haven't done so, make sure to subscribe right down below. All right, thank you so much. I really do appreciate your support. Let's get into this. All right, so first off, a huge shout out to Scott in this video for bringing this to my attention. To be totally honest with you, I was doing my regular research as I always do, and all of a sudden, I got a message from Scott right here in the community, and he said, hey, John Larson is speaking from the floor right now on the Social Security 2100. So I quick jumped on and I listened to John Larson live talking about the Social Security 2100. So hey, Scott, thanks so much for bringing this to my attention. I completely overlooked that John Larson would be talking about this from the floor today. So we've got some great information here. And like I said, the message from John Larson today was the urgency behind passing the Social Security 2100 right away for all of these tens of millions of beneficiaries. Now, let me give you a quick background, really quick here. So John Larson is the representative who is the architect behind the Social Security 2100. So that's why it's so important that we're talking about John Larson, because he's the guy who is actually behind this whole big transformational act and proposal here, this bill that he's proposing to actually reform and shore up the Social Security program as a whole, as well as, yep, you called it, even raising benefits. So I want to point out one more thing really quickly as well. This is not to be confused with the other proposal I just talked about maybe 2 days ago from Al Lawson. That is a totally different one, but that yet again also wants to raise Social Security benefits for millions of beneficiaries. So we've got some really good stuff here cooking in Congress when it comes to actually reforming the Social Security program. All right, so here's what happened. When I jumped on listening to John Larson live, I only caught about the last 5 minutes or so of him speaking in regards to the Social Security 2100. However, I hit the rewind button after he was done, and I went back and I listened from the beginning for a while until I had to come here. It's actually a very long speech, so what I'm planning on doing is going over and grabbing the video and listening to it, the whole thing all the way through, and then actually pulling out some very important pieces and then putting them all together in a video here for you to listen to. However, let me jump through some of the key takeaways out of what John Larson talked about today from the House floor. I mean, literally just moments ago. I mean, from the time I'm recording this until when he was done speaking was not that long ago, like 20 minutes ago from when he stopped speaking. So some good stuff here. But basically the urgency behind getting this the Social Security 2100 passed as soon as possible for a variety of reasons. This bill actually has about 12 different provisions within it to actually reform the program, raise benefits, and ultimately make sure that the program maintains solvency for many more years to come into the future, so that nobody has to worry about promised benefits actually being reduced in at some point in early 2033 or so. Now, I get it. That's a long time from now, but they got to do something now. They need to do something now. Now, a lot of the provisions within this Social Security 2100 actually do expire or run out after about 5 years. However, at the same time, that would still give Congress some time and some leeway to actually make more permanent adjustments to the program. But either way, basically what John Larson was saying in his speech is the urgency behind getting this done, and he was saying that nobody should need to retire into poverty, and that these benefits are so incredibly essential right now for literally millions of beneficiaries. So he continued on in his speech just talking about the importance behind Social Security, the tens of millions of beneficiaries who are drawing on benefits right now, the 10,000 baby boomers who are able to draw on benefits every single day who are becoming eligible for Social Security. So this program is so incredibly important, and maintaining the solvency as well as raising benefits so that, like I said, and this is what John Larson said right there in the speech as well, is that nobody should need to retire into poverty. In other words, if somebody is working and paying in and all of a sudden starts drawing on Social Security benefits, well, your benefits should not be below the poverty line, is essentially what John Larson was saying, right? Well, let's be real. Again, I don't want to see what your benefit is, but let's just think all to ourselves here. How many of us have a benefit below the poverty line? I'm guessing a vast majority of the people in this community. The reason I say that is because I've seen the benefit amounts down and below. Again, please don't leave your benefit amount down below. But over the last year and a half that we've been talking about this stuff, I've seen a number of people leave their benefit below. Like, I get $820 or I get, $660 or whatever it is. Well, pretty much right now, anything below $1,073 per month is below poverty, is below the poverty line, because that's what the poverty line is right now on a monthly basis, $1,073. So basically what John Larson is saying is pretty much anybody getting a benefit under $1,073 is not acceptable. Nobody should have to be living that way, right? And I think that is very consistent with what many of us right here in this community are also saying. Yeah, get it right, Congress. Raise benefits for all the beneficiaries, right? So it's very encouraging. In fact, Scott, the guy that I was just referring to a minute ago and giving a huge shout out to, him and I were actually going back and forth a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. We were sending a few messages and saying, hey, this is great. We're both kind of excited that finally there is some attention on the Social Security 2100, as well as, let's just be real, some talk about Social Security as a whole in Congress. Because we all know, unfortunately, they don't talk about Social Security all that much. They talk about all of their other little programs that they want to do in Congress. But when it comes to Social Security, the day that they talk about it in Congress is like, kind of a cool day, right? We feel like, hey, they're talking about us. It's actually kind of exciting. So Scott and I were pretty excited when we were seeing this, that John Larson was actually bringing this up once again, which is actually interesting to talk about this because John Larson is there talking from the floor today. Al Lawson, the other proposal just a few days ago, talking about raising benefits and ultimately reforming the Social Security program. And then about a month and a half ago, in late October, John Larson once again was back out introducing the newly reformed and expanded Social Security 2100 once again. So the simple fact that we've been seeing so many people talking about Social Security in Congress over the last, let's just call it 6 weeks or so, is actually very encouraging, right? This is very encouraging because we do not see them talk about Social Security all that much. It's almost rare for them to bring it up because they have all these other projects they want to talk about. Well, this is very important. Now, here's one other thing I want to mention too. As I do my daily research, I come across so many different pieces of information, so many articles. I literally am reading, I don't even know how many hours a day. I don't know how many hours a day I'm reading, but I would have to say it's probably 5, 6, 7 hours a day. I'm reading articles, I'm reading reports, I'm doing research online. And that's probably not an exaggeration. I literally have some kind of device in my hand almost all day long, reading something, researching something, trying to find something. And what I've been finding from some of these reports is, like I've said, some of the experts who apparently watch this stuff and who apparently know something maybe behind the scenes within Congress, they are suggesting that after Congress gets this reconciliation bill done and out of the way, that's what I'm trying to say, done and out of the way, these experts are actually suggesting that there's a possibility that Congress may be taking up some of these things like Social Security 2100 and possibly even the SSI Restoration Act. Really good. This is encouraging because, remember, these proposals are the ones that would raise benefits for about 70 plus million beneficiaries. Well, that would be pretty encouraging, right? So there's a lot of good stuff in here, and it's just very encouraging to see John Larson actually out on the floor a short time ago speaking about Social Security, the benefits behind the Social Security 2100, and that nobody should retire into poverty, then and also how the Social Security 2100 actually will raise benefits. A lot of good stuff right there in his speech. So here's what I'm going to do. I simply did not have time. I'm just being totally real with you right now. I did not have time from the time that he got done wrapping up his speech for me to go back and hit the rewind button, and then listen to him speaking once again from the beginning because I missed it. I simply did not have time to pull out the necessary clips that I wanted to listen to the full speech and do all that stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to it. I'm going to grab his speech. I'm going to go through and find some very important parts that he talked and that he mentioned within the Social Security 2100. I'm going to pull it all out, put it together, and I will compile all of that into a video for you so that you can see it right from John Larson, the architect himself of the Social Security 2100, and then we can come back and talk about it a little bit further. But you can see and hear for yourself exactly John Larson speaking on all of this that we're talking about right here, the words coming right out of his mouth. So I'll put all that together for you so you can hear him talking about it. So pretty encouraging. I'm excited about it. It's nice to see this, and I hope that you're also getting a little bit maybe excited / optimistic about this. At the same time, we also have to say, as always, the problem with Congress is that they work incredibly slow. So, who knows? Honestly, we can't even put a timeline on this because at any given point, Congress could get delayed with the stimulus package, the reconciliation bill for another 4 months. Who knows? I mean, hopefully not. But at the same time, it's already been 7 months. So, well, actually more than 7. We're pushing almost 8 months now from when the stimulus package was first introduced way back in April. So we're pushing a lot of months here, and it could get delayed again. But either way, let's keep our fingers crossed that Congress will do something quickly on this Social Security 2100 or some kind of other reform to the program and actually help out these millions of beneficiaries. It's been a long time coming, right? So anyway, I'm going to get off of here. I will let you know what else goes on. I will go back and I will do some research on those clips from John Larson. I'll bring those back to you in a future video here. Hopefully soon. Hopefully I can get that out today, but if I can't get it out today, I will certainly get it to you very soon here within the next couple of days or so. I'm going to try to get it out to you as quickly as I can, but that's just what I'll do for you. All right, so anyway, hope this helps you out. Again, subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share this video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out some of the other nearly 2,000 videos right here on the channel. And thank you so much for being part of this community. I truly do appreciate it. I'm here to help out in any way that I can, as well as keep you informed, as that is my dedication to you and this community, because I want to get you as much money and benefits as we possibly can as a result of the stimulus packages and all of these other changes that are happening right now. Enjoy your day. Stay safe. Stay warm. Yeah, we have to start saying that now. All right, I'll see you again a little bit later. Thanks again for your support. I'll see you soon.